Hmm. Hmm. I did not finish fixing this. All right. Do that. I'm gonna move this. It's perfect. Dude, I messed with it again and just was like unsatisfied with it. But instead of saving a copy and then deleting that copy, I was just messing with the actual scene. Oh my god. It is like impossible to have it display nicely. Out of the breach. Okay. Almost. This is supposed to take up the whole column. And so is that. And then if we scroll... Oh, we're on hard mode. Nope. Okay, so now maybe you'll see efficiency. Maybe. So I want some Zelda music, not weird Mega Man music. Okay, I guess I'll settle for weird Zelda music. All right. Hey, Teamworm. Hey, Karaga. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. I'm only going to be going for an hour. So let's get started. There's gonna be a bomb in there. So then that must be safe? Yeah, it's a 1-1. Duh. This 3 needs a bomb there. Doing great. Great. Where else can we... Oh, you can just chord right there and here. 1-1 over here. Oh, okay. One of these is a bomb, so that is safe. Oh, we can dig in this hole. Nah, nothing. All right, fine. I bet there's something to do in there. I just don't want to do it right now. 2 needs a bomb. Ooh, this 4 needs those to all be bombs. This 3 needs a bomb there. Let's see. You're a 1. You're a 1. You're a 1. Oh my god, they're just all 1s. Come on, man. Fine. Okay. Bunch of 1s over here. Oof. All right. Let's see what we can do in here. This 3 needs bombs in all of these spots. There can only be 1 over here. So there's 2 bombs in here. So in here, there's at least 1. I think it's... Ooh. I think there is definitely 1. I think there's a bomb there for sure. Let's see. So this 2 needs there to be 1 bomb in here. So then all of this area remaining around this 2 can only have 1 bomb. So there's only 1 bomb in these spots. Okay. So because of this 3, we know this is a bomb. And then we also know this 2 has bombs in... 1 bomb's here. And then the other bomb is over here. So then these are safe? Okay. Let's see. What else do we know? What about this 2 up here? Anything useful? Oof. There's definitely something I can figure out. Can we actually tell? Oof. This one needs a bomb in this area, but that doesn't really... I guess we know there couldn't be more than 1 bomb in here. But there might not be a bomb in there. The bomb might be right there. Fuck, man. Alright. Do I just get a hint? Ah, no, not yet. Ew, hints. Hey, man. Some of us need them. Oof, and I really don't think these are all ones, right? I didn't miss something that's chordable. I don't think. There's a 1-1 in the corner I already did. These are all a bunch of ones, and there's nothing useful to extract out of them. Ditto right here, just a bunch of damn ones. Ah, what can we do? We know there's one bomb in here. So for this 2, then the other bomb is there. So that's something to know. Suppose. We can dig next to this 3 because there has to be a bomb up here. Okay. All right. Ooh, and it's chordable. And that's chordable. Okay. All right. We broke through. Got a 1-1 right here. What else? We can just chord that. This 2 needs a bomb there, so we can chord some 1s. Okay, now we got something to work with. Oh, we know that's a 1 now, or that's a bomb now, rather. Okay, chord that. We know that's the bomb. That's got to be a bomb. Bomb there. Bomb there, chord that, chord that, chord that. Bomb there, chord that, bomb there. This is a 2-1, so that's a bomb. There's 1 bomb in here. Okay. Bunch of 2s, that's gotta be a bomb. Okay, so now we have a 2-1, so then that's a bomb, and then that's safe. These in here's a bomb, that's a bomb. Damn, 3. That's gotta be a bomb. Chord that 2. We can chord you, and you, and you. Then we know that's a bomb. And that's a bomb. That's a bomb. Okay. Down here, we can do a little chord I missed. 3, you're solvable. Ooh, all right. Interesting. Need a bomb right there. What else? This 3 needs there to be a bomb right there. Then this 2 needs a bomb, and we can chord this 2 and that 2. Geez, a lot of 2s leading to more 2s that I can chord. Always appreciated. Okay, you're chordable. Ooh. Bomb there. We can chord you now. This 3 needs 2 bombs there. Mr. 5, are you done? You need a bomb there, and then you're done. Yeah, okay. Sweet. Okay, before I leave real quick, what are you? 2 and then a 3. Oof. But the 3 we just know information about because it's hanging out along an edge. So then the 4 is now done. Okay. This 3 is also done. Got a bomb in here. Really? I did not mean to click that. Okay, well, let's pretend I still don't know which one of these is a bomb, but that means this is safe to dig. I can't, oh my god. I don't even know. I don't know if that was my brain. I don't know if that was my, like, the muscle or the nerve or a tendon in my arm just twitching when I didn't mean to do that, but that sucked. Well, probably had a slow enough start that I wasn't going to get a great time anyway, but wow. That was dumb. All right, one bomb in here. Oh, there's a 1-1, so that's safe. Let's see. Anything else? That's an easy bomb. What else can we figure out in here? So this 2 needs a single bomb here. And that means for this 3, the other 2 bombs are up there. So now we can dig. Oh, yeah, right. And then that as well. So then we know where the last bomb is. Guess I'm courting, not digging. Okay, that's a bomb. Cord. Oh, there's 2 against the wall. What else can we do now? This 3 needs a bomb right there. So now this 4 has a single bomb in here. Not helpful, but we can come cord 2. And... ooh, now we know this 3 has a bomb there. Oh, fine. All right, what do we have here? A 1-1, so that's safe. All right. Yeah, there's a single bomb in these, so we can dig with the 2. Oh, we can dig again because of the 1 in the middle. All right. Oh, there's going to be some weird logic to do with this hole. Anything else? I think I may have gotten everything easy. Okay. What's the deal over here? What is this 3's situation? Got 5 spots for 3 bombs. Couldn't have more than 1. And these 2. So then it's got 3 spots for 2 bombs. That's not super helpful. Dang. May have to come back to this hole. Oof. So that might be the only place I can see anything to do. Yeah. Let's see, this line of 2s. Yeah, they're all fucking 1s. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yep, I guess we'll just look at this hole. This 2, I guess, has some useful information that there's 2 flags out of these 3. This 5 down here only has 3 of its flags, so it needs 2. But at least, and it only has 1 spot other than these 3. So there's at least 1 flag in here. Which would mean for this 2 in the corner, 1 of its flags is down here. Could it be both, actually? Feel like no. Well, okay, maybe I should look at it from a different point of view. This spot has a flag, which means because of this 2, that these spots have a flag. Okay. So there's 1 flag. There's only 1 bomb in all of this. Oof. So it could be down here, out of the range of this 2. But is that actually possible, though? Be like, no, because this 2 needs at least 1 bomb in here. There's already for sure at least 1 bomb in here. So does that mean this must be safe? I feel like this logic is so simple. Okay. Definitely have a bomb in here. Definitely have one bomb in here. This two, we have one bomb in here. Couldn't be more because then this two would be... it wouldn't be possible to have a two there. So then it seems like for sure that's a bomb. Or this two. And then there's one more in here. So then that means that's safe. Okay. And since there's only one bomb in here, the 5 has to have its other bomb over here. Which will actually let us do a little chord. That's nice. I don't know how much this will get us, but it might help us deal with the super annoying little hole I have here. Okay. Okay. Still one bomb in here. All right, not so helpful. One bomb in here. Oh, this is a 1-2-1. Well, we already know that's a bomb from that. So that's got to be the bomb situation, is what it looks like. Okay. Okay, we changed the landscape over here quite a bit. This 3 lets us know one of these is a bomb, so we know it's safe to dig those. One of these must be a bomb for this 3, and that satisfies this 3, so there's no bomb there. One of these is a bomb for this 3, which again satisfies this 3. So there's no bomb there. Oh my god, okay. Okay, this 2 on the edge needs those to be bombs. Nice, okay. This is a very weird series of uncovered areas. We were doing a little community hangout in the Discord yesterday, and while we were talking, your Discord streaming 100k difficulty attempts. And one of the people intently watched you for 6 hours. You didn't know that's even possible. I mean, if you're better than them, but just... like, Worm, I feel like if I watched you, you'd be going too fast for me to get anything. From it. But if you were just a little bit better than me... I feel like I could be watching you and, like, learning. When you watch, it's always glances at progress or finding if there's logic. Yeah, so I feel like if someone was just a little bit slower than you, then essentially you would always be like, you would be moving a little bit faster than they could, so they'd always have new stuff to look at and think about. Playing 100k wouldn't be going that fast. What even is 100k difficulty? It's that... I'm assuming it's like a custom game mode. But either way, if their skill level was a little worse than yours, I could see intently following along. 100 by 100. Okay, right, because that's 100,000 spaces. Is it? No, that's only 10,000 spaces, right? With 2,184 bombs. 1% higher density than expert. Okay. So a huge board that's pretty hard. Interesting. One percentage point, as in there's just 1% more bombs, right? Or I guess 1% higher density of bombs. That's different than there being... No, because if you're talking about the area, then it's just the total number of bombs per area. So yeah, it'd be 1% more bombs. Ugh. Brain. Numbers. Numbers hard. Anyway, that's cool. Can I find... Can I find the Minesweeper online Discord by Googling it? Sweet. I did find it. Okay, cool. It's 20% plus 1%. Okay, so it's not 1% more difficult. The total number of bombs by percentage is increased by 1%. So it's like 5% more difficult. Maybe. Something like that. So you're going from 20.625% to 21.84. Interesting. Oh, okay. What? There are so many things I can do now. Oh boy. Anyway, if I can find your guys' Discord, I will hop in. It's theoretically 2,000 times more difficult. Holy shit. Yeah, Karaga, you can post whatever. I believe I turned off the link banning by Nightbot. Once it becomes a problem, we'll turn it back on. Okay, we have a 1-1 in the corner, so that's safe. And then one of these is a bomb, so that satisfies this too. So we can dig. We can dig even more. Oh my god. Okay, we've got a bomb in here for sure, so then we can dig out this one. Let's see, what else could we do? This 3 is... Really? It's just cordable? Shoot me in the face. Woof. That needs to be a bomb. Okay. Ooh, inside 2. Hell yeah. So one of you is a bomb. Makes you safe. Now we know the 4. We can cord that. You're a bomb. You're a bomb. That's a bomb. We can cord that. Cool. Thanks for the Discord link. So we got a 1-1. So that is safe. Oh, and we could have just corded. Could have just corded this too. Well. Alright. This 5 needs a bomb there. Who's cordable? Oh my god. The way in which I uncovered things left so many spots that I did not clean up. My fault, obviously. I was not prepared. There needs to be one bomb in here. So for the 3, then one of those bombs the other bomb has to be there. Okay. We have a 1-1, so that's safe. Okay, what about this 4? The 4 is just solvable. 8 up. That 3 is cordable. Now this 3 can be solved. That is solved. Nice. What else can we do in this corner? Doesn't really look like a whole lot. I guess we're down to here now. 1 bomb. 1, 1, 1, 1. Come on. Just a bunch of 1s. Okay, well, we have a 1-1 right here, so that's clean. Nothing to do here. So I guess I have to dig in this hole. Okay. So, interesting. This 1-2-1, I feel like this is the most informative 1-2-1 I've ever seen. The 2 bombs have to be like that, and then all of that is safe. Cool. Sounded kind of weird, Zelda music. All right. We'll go with it for now. Very fortunate 1-2-1 pattern. Yeah, that was crazy. That seemed like too good to be true. Oh, we have a 1-1, so that's safe. That has to be a bomb. What else can we do? Get a 2-1. So that's a bomb. And that's safe. And so then if we have a bomb above or below, then that can't be a bomb. Okay. And what else? One of these is a bomb for this 4. So then for this 3, that's safe. This 2 lets us know that's a bomb. Oof, still nothing really to figure out. Wow, this section is gonna be weird to get through. I must have to do it at the end. Okay, 1 bomb here, not that helpful. Then there has to be a bomb in here. Oh my god. Doesn't seem like any obvious way to figure those out. Okay. Oh, this weird little 1-3-1 corner. The top part looks like it'll be mine count, yeah, for sure. I could solve it now using a 50-50 breaker. Like a guess? Like there's a 50% chance it is, or a 50% chance that it isn't? Or I could look and say there's either a mine here or there's not, and follow that through. I don't know what the 50-50 means. Like if I put a hypothetical mine somewhere and then follow it all the way through, I could end up realizing it can't be that way. So then I go back, try putting a mine in a different spot, follow that all the way through. Oh, the meta no-guess logic. Okay, the fact that I know I can't have to guess. Interesting. But I would think that if you could do it by mine count, then without mine count, it's a square that if it was a mine, it would force a 50-50. So you know it has to be safe because it would force a guess. Okay, so then that makes sense. Outside of no guess mode, it's a 50-50. But since we're in no guess mode, it must be safe. But I would think that I couldn't do that kind of thinking because if this ends up being the last spot, I could use mine count to learn information that I couldn't otherwise learn. And that would be the part of it that makes it no guess, is how I thought it worked. I thought there were spots I absolutely had to do mine counting. So then in that case, wouldn't I not be able to actually figure out something if there's a 50-50 chance that it's a mine? Wouldn't I like, if I could use mine count later in that area, then mine count can't solve forced 50-50s. Because it could be either one. In this case, it would be a guess regardless of mine count. Okay, great. So then that does make sense to me, that then I could still prove the situation. Okay. Interesting. Well, maybe I'll try looking at it, since I'm already way behind on time. I'll try looking at it without mine count when I get up there. After I fiddle around down here. and see. I'll see if I can figure out what the situation should be, and how I could actually determine an answer. Okay, so we have a 1-2-1. Well, that's nice. Sweet dude. That needs a bomb there. One of these is a bomb, so that's safe. What else can we do? One of these is a bomb. So then the 3 needs another bomb right there. Oop, okay. This 2 needs a bomb there, so the 3 is done. Now the 4 is done. Chord that. Oh, no, it's not. Hold on. Hold on. The 4 could have a bomb up there, and it must, because we can chord the 3. Oof. Okay. What else can we do now? This 3 can be solved, so we can chord in here. Now we can solve this 4. Chord that 3. Solve this 3. This 2 is solved. Now this 3 can be solved. Okay, great. So now we can figure out all of these. Okay. So now let's see if we don't actually count the number of mines that are left. What would the situation be? Let's see if I can just find it. So this 4 has a single bomb remaining. 1 bomb in here. 3 has 2 bombs. This area. Then there's also 1 bomb in here. And then 1 bomb in here. So, I guess if in this case it would be a guess regardless of mine count. I could just open the editor and then use mine count and then make this more clear. This is a play you might do in standard mode. Like if you have to guess and can make a guess that avoids a 50, it's usually a good play. Because a 50-50 guess is like a really bad guess. But it's basically a coin flip, right? I would assume there are worse guesses. Maybe not, though. Okay, so... want to use is a mine. And actually, we'll use a different color. And you find where a 50-50 would be forced. That's what I'm going to try to do. Okay. So... identifying forced guesses is an important skill you don't pick up on when playing no guess. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Even if it's a 1 in 3 to be right, that's breaking reactively even on your expected win chance. What? That's breaking basically even on your expected win chance. But wouldn't a 50-50 be better than a... wouldn't a 1 in 2? Because a 50-50 guess is there's a 1 in 2 chance that you're correct, right? And a 1 in 3 is like worse, right? Then you only have a 33% chance of being right. 1 and 3 with no 50, or 2 and 3 with a 50. Fuck. What? Are you saying you'd have a 1 in 3 chance of being right with no 50, or a 2 in 3 chance of being right? Okay, a 1 in 3 as in a 1/3 chance to die. Okay, great. Now that makes sense. All right. Okay, so then the only other thing I could really try to map out would be like, we drew a little line like that. Okay. So that, I think, is all the information I have in that corner. So... So, Karaga, are you saying that even if I used Mind Count, which is 3, even if I used Mind Count here, I can't find an actual solution? I can only find a solution knowing that I'm in no guess mode. So, no, this will be solvable. Okay. Okay. So then I would have to ignore Mind Count in order to have to make a guess, or to see where I would be forced to guess. You could have done it without Mind Count using the meta logic. Okay. So, how would I do that? So the 3 is the only one of these that actually needs 2 bombs. Using Mind Count is the solution, sure. There is an alternative way without using Mind Count if you know that it's no guess, and it has to do with the 1-3 on the left. Interesting. Huh. If it really just has to do with the 1-3 over here, I don't even know. Like... Wonder if you put this in the solver and kept bumping the Mind Count up, if it would tell you to do the breaker ever. As in, like, to do the 50-50. So, how on earth... So let's pretend I don't know the number of mines that are left, which I guess would only help me if I'm looking at the whole area. If I'm just looking at this 1 and 3... Huh. It feels like it could really be either one. Whoa, Thomas. Whoa, my dude. Hey. Hey, get out of here. Oh, you want love. Okay, okay. I'll give you some love. How? So you're saying that if the bomb was in one spot, then it would force guessing. And because I'm on no guess mode, it must be in the other spot? Son of a bitch. Not exactly. Okay. All right, let me reread what you guys said. It's a square that if it was a mine, it would force a 50-50. So you know it has to be safe because it would force a guess. there's a spot where a mine could be that would make this unsolvable. Holy shit, okay. Where could you... The mines next to the 1-3 is the 50-50 that would be forced. Interesting. So then... So, okay, I guess I'll just pretend. What if there was a mine there? What would that do? So then, okay, if I were to not have to guess at this information, then at some point, Mojito, that means at some point I have to be able to come over here. Right, I'd have to get extra information over here. So, I mean, clearly if all of those were bombs, that would be a fucking problem. Because then I wouldn't be able to get any information about which of these was a bomb. So, that seems true. What about, I mean, potentially if there was like a... If there's a number here, that could tell me that that isn't a bomb or is a bomb, which would help me figure it out. But I feel like that's the case with almost any of these. Oh, well... Okay, what about up here? If these two were bombs and this was safe, whatever number this was, it wouldn't let me know. It would be like, hey, either of those can be a bomb. Just like these are saying that either of these could be a bomb. So does that mean that this space has to be safe? Because otherwise... Oh, wait, no, wait. Does that mean it has to be a bomb? Hold on. Oh my god. What? Why is this so confusing? Okay. The example I was specifically talking about is if this was safe, it wouldn't help me solve this. Because whatever number is here, there'd still have to be one bomb. And then it wouldn't be, I have the right idea. Oh my god. Oh, okay. So that's a spot that it could be safe as part of this also being safe. Well, but I guess this would also, because it's adjacent to both, it wouldn't give me the information. So this one also being safe is not very helpful. Fuck. So I'm specifically looking for a spot where a mine could be that would force this to be unsolvable. So would it be that if there's a mine here, but not mines up here? But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a spot where just if there's a mine, then we have a problem. Oh. Think about the possible numbers that could be in each square. Well, since this whole area would not be known, assuming everything to the right is safe. Okay, sure, because I guess I would be working my way over, and whether it's safe or bombs, then the numbers would just increase or decrease, but like relatively they would all boil down to the same thing. Okay. So Okay, so at the top, if it was safe, there would be a 1 in it. And then down here, there would be a 2. But that seems like, kind of like it just couldn't be. Well, I mean, I guess in this is right. If we were in no guess mode, it could easily be that. But if we're using the knowledge that it is no guess mode, then we couldn't just have a 1 or a 2 here. Okay. So does it mean that like one of these would have to be a bomb? Because so actually, if you have a safe spot down here, that can tell you whether or not this guy's the problem. So for no guess mode, that could certainly be a way of getting the information you need if this was safe. So then does that mean that if... I guess that would mean that... because I can't be guessing, this one has to be safe? Because then that would give me information about whether or not... Oh my god, okay. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. Interesting. Because, okay. So then these could all be safe, or these could both be bombs. But it's this specific one that couldn't be a bomb, because then it would force you to guess on these. And as long as this is not a bomb, then you can extract which of these is the problem. The other 2 squares can't help no matter what. Yeah, for sure, because they're both adjacent. Interesting. Or they're adjacent spaces, both overlap in a non-helpful way. Okay. Interesting. All right, well, yeah, I guess that's not super helpful for no guess mode. But that is, so I guess I should be on the lookout for things that are, I guess like 3 spaces away from an edge. This is probably the most common edge 50. Okay. Interesting. All right, yeah, I'll try to commit that to memory. It won't be important for a while, but that makes sense that it would be 3 spaces away because this one is adjacent to these 2 spaces, this one also adjacent, but then this one is only adjacent to one of them. It's arguably more useful for no guess than regular games. Yeah, I guess it feels kind of like it would be not helpful for no guess, because the main reason I want to play no guess is to get good enough at regular Minesweeper that I can play an expert board on Minesweeper and then not get mad when I have to guess. Because if I can get back there in like a minute, then it's like, okay, fine. But if it takes me 10 minutes to get to the point where I have to guess on a regular Minesweeper board, then I'm just going to be mad and I'm never going to beat a regular expert Minesweeper board. But that is interesting to use that logic. You used this yesterday, but instead of an edge, 2 spaces, 3 flags. It was going to be 3 flags on both sides. Instead of an edge, 2 spaces, 3 flags. So, like, you had 2 spaces that needed 3 flags around them. It's going to be 3 flags on both sides. Basically the exact same, but it can happen mid-board. Yeah, I could see, I mean, you can always have an artificial edge created anywhere around the board based on how the things get explored. Oh, replace the edge of the board with a mirror of the flags. Okay, sure. Yeah, either that or like open space, I guess, could create the same kind of fake edge. Interesting. Okay, so let me actually solve this. Just undo all this nonsense. Gonna pretend I don't know it's safe. Wow. Okay. One of these has to be a bomb. We have 3 bombs left, so then we have 2 bombs for this area. Oh, well then I guess we know they have to be these overlaps. If there's only 2, they've got to satisfy as many people as possible, and that's the only way to satisfy the 3 and the other things. Okay, so those are bombs. And then now there's 5. Hey, the 5 had to be safe, and it can tell me where the last bomb is. Fun. All right, that's cool information to know. Thank you for slowly walking me through that. I hope to get to the point where that's useful. I want to beat normal Minesweeper on Expert at least a few times. And then at that point, I'll probably reevaluate what I want to keep doing with Minesweeper, and maybe I'll just hop up to a bigger custom board. Ah, oh, efficiency is not quite visible. Damn it. Stupid interface. 67% efficiency, that's bad. 3,000 seconds, but this was mostly a learning opportunity. Oh yeah, I added the, what is this, throughput? So that doesn't include my wasted clicks? I believe that was the case. All right, well, I gotta end early today, but I will be back tomorrow for 2+ hours. I feel like if I really buckle down and focus on it, I can get a sub 999. But I think maybe the times I got like a 14 and 16 were really lucky. The more important thing to keep in mind is knowing when guesses are forced. Yeah, definitely. That, I think I've mentioned this, that's been one of my frustrations with Minesweeper, is when you're not good at it and you're playing the normal mode, you'll sometimes, because you're unskilled, you'll think you have to make a guess when really you didn't, and you could have done other work to potentially avoid guessing in the spot where you thought you had to guess. So I do appreciate being taught how to look out for forced guesses, because that seems incredibly important for being able to strategically clear a board instead of just guessing when you don't need to and taking unnecessary risks. Anyway, cool shit. I'll be around tomorrow, same time, doing more Minesweeper. Hope you guys have a good day. Oh, let me see if somebody's playing Minesweeper online, and I can raid them. I kind of doubt it. But let's see. Oh, there are some people. That person doesn't speak English. Okay. They both say they're playing Minesweeper online, but they look like totally different games. Interesting. Oh. Minesweeper Mondays. All right. Amy Bell 777. Oh. Okay, sure. They did not come up on my list. I had to click more. That works too. Well, they're not actually playing Minesweeper online. So if somebody is actually playing Minesweeper online, then I feel like they're the person to raid. So let's do that. Oh, I can't just immediately click raid now. Fine. All right, well, I'll be back tomorrow, dudes, and have a good one. Let's raid.
Over everything. Drake. What's that sound? Oh. It's raiding with a party of four. Sweeper. Oh, Caracas here. Yeah, Beyonce is obviously like she's like the modern day like Marilyn Monroe, isn't she? I think like yeah, I forgot about Beyonce.